So these are the 5 cheat codes that I wish I knew when I started school that would give me the edge in the competition. If you follow these cheat codes, this can turn you from an average student to a top student in no time. Now this took me a couple years for me to learn these tips, so I'll be telling you straight in this video so that you can have an edge in school that I have never had. I'm not going to be gatekeeping this, so let's get straight into it. The first cheat code is to optimize your time by optimizing your class and post-class times. Whenever we learn new information sticks better in our head by reviewing it through intervals. That's pretty much accepted with active recall and spaced repetition, meaning that whenever you first learn information, in order for that to stick to your head, you have to review it quickly right after, and this is where the cheat code comes in. Since we spend a lot of hours already in school, try to maximize it just by being attentive in class. And most students already do this, but the next thing that you can do right after class is to quickly do a quick review of what you've studied or at least solidified in your brain right after classes. Most students right after classes just tend to go home or tend to go straight to whatever they want to enjoy doing, which is not wrong. It's not definitely wrong to spend leisure time after classes. But if you're already in school and you're just there to learn, then why not spend at least a few minutes trying to maximize your time in school by reviewing what you've studied and spend a little time after classes just to review what you've learned. I remember I started doing this in one of my anatomy classes in my previous semester, and my grades just really shot up from there. I was starting to get 90% on my quizzes, and I didn't really have to review much. I'm not even joking. And I actually stopped doing this practice because I got busy with other things, and I noticed that my quiz score started to suffer a bit. Which just goes to show that this way of spending your time understanding information from your classes is very, very efficient. So to conclude cheat code number 1, make sure to be attentive in class, of course, and make sure to use your post-class period to review what you've just learned, since that's a very crucial time for you to regurgitate information. Just doing that practice can save you a lot of time, especially when it comes to the friction of learning, since you have done the first step already right after classes. Alright, moving on to the second cheat code of school, and this could be applied to real life as well, but in order to be at the highest functioning that you can have, at your highest potential, you have to slow down. Like, slow the fuck down. I know this is kind of counterintuitive, but basically if you really want to perform well at your utmost potential, then you will really have to slow down in school. And here's an explanation. Everyone, you and me, and students in school have different capacities to what they can do in a period of time. And typically, we also have a specific recharge rate unique to our own. And this is affected by a lot of factors like rest, food, sleep, happiness, and etc. Now, the problem with a lot of people who are quite ambitious, especially people who watch productivity videos like this one, is that they try to do a lot of things way too fast and optimizing way too much that they end up burning out. You ever notice you watch a productivity video and you start following their thing and you become motivated to study, but then after a week you just end up back to square one without really realizing it? And you ask yourself, why am I always at this cycle? And trust me, a lot of people might think that, oh, I can just not burn out, I'm just built different and I can just keep going and going with the right mindset, but as humans, that's not very realistic. So if you want to function at your highest capacity, then make sure that the life you're living right now is a bit enjoyable. Because if you make your life more enjoyable, then you'll be able to push a lot farther and longer, allowing you to do more without it feeling like a burden. In my case, for example, I employed a system where I would force myself to stop work exactly at 6 p.m. no matter what progress I am with a certain project or studying, so that I can start playing with friends. The reason why I can do that is because I just work and study for the entire morning and afternoon. Just this simple framework allows me to focus more on my tasks because I know that I have free time later to enjoy. So why do I have to waste time now when I have time for myself later? And because of that, for the past weeks, I've been able to consistently work on projects without really burning out, simply because I have other things going on in my life that brings me joy, whether that be playing sports or playing games with my friends. Having a balanced lifestyle, in my opinion, helps you achieve a lot more in the long run by keeping you sane at the same time. And at the same time, as you continue this lifestyle, you can slowly start adding workload as you get more used to this work-life balance. So simply right after classes or right after your study sessions, Just do the things that you enjoy, adapt a hobby that you care about, or do a physical sport. Create goals for your hobbies, have a balanced lifestyle. Having a balanced lifestyle allows you to push more in a longer time frame rather than short-term gain. Now, before we head into the next part of the video, this segment is sponsored by AkiFlow. Now, I'm sure you guys know this already, but I've been using AkiFlow for almost a year now, and if you guys didn't know, it's essentially an all-in-one to-do list calendar app, meaning that I don't really use Google Calendar alone anymore or just different applications. I just use AkiFlow, and it's been honestly a very easy recommendation for me since I've been using it personally, and I really feel like it's useful, especially since I'm a student and I have to balance a lot of things, especially this content creation thing and, dentistry as well, and a lot of other things like fitness and whatnot. And I find that having this smart calendar app really helps me manage my time and my tasks. AkiFlow is a great all-in-one to-do list calendar app where you could have multiple integrations from different apps that I use. So for example, I'm someone who uses Notion and Google Calendar, and I kind of want to have everything all in one place, which is why I use AkiFlow. I can track my tasks from Notion and my calendar from Google, and it's just really convenient to have it all in one app. AkiFlow offers a more advanced way to create tasks. So for example, you can create tasks with different priorities, which is based on the Eisenhower matrix principle, and you can even add goals of the day as well, which I think is the most important feature for me in my opinion. And if you want to drag your tasks into your calendar, you could do that to the calendar itself. You can set specific deadlines of a task to weeks or even months, and another feature that I really like is their morning and night ritual. And lastly, AkiFlow has a new AI assistant called Aki, which is really like a personal AI assistant that can help you with your tasks and your calendars. You can schedule runs, you can have a brief of the day. It's really like having a virtual assistant right in your pocket, and I just feel like it's something very useful. So if you guys want to take control of your time, then go to the link down in the description to check out AkiFlow for your all-in-one to-do list calendar. But yeah, thank you again, AkiFlow. Back to the video. Now, the third cheat code which I got from Amy Wang, and this is actually a very big time-saving tip, which is to essentially eliminate time between tasks. For example, from finishing classes, doing assignments, to working on your next project, a lot of the times we spend a lot of time in between tasks. For example, randomly opening your phone while working on a project, or taking a break in between certain assignments. Try to eliminate time taken in between tasks. Don't take too long of a break, try to avoid using your phone while working, and etc. Now, you may be thinking, Kai, didn't you just mention in your previous tip that you should take more breaks and have a more balanced lifestyle, you fucking hypocrite? But that's not the point. It's actually really hard to notice, but a lot of the time, you actually waste a lot of time in between tasks, especially in those little moments where you find yourself distracted or whatnot. Whether that be opening your phone and watching a couple reels or TikToks, whether that be you taking a lot of breaks, and more. Even though you may have scheduled your entire time block for working, just those little time offs can really build up without you even noticing. Had you just simply done deep work without any distractions, you can cut down your work time by almost 50%. Now, one rule that really relates to this and that I really like following is the 888 rule. Essentially, the 888 rule states that you can have 8 hours of personal time, whether that be time for your hobbies, for your enjoyment, and so much more. The other 8 hours is for deep work and meaningful work, and the final 8 hours is for sleep. So, try following it. Now, the fourth cheat code, and this is kind of self-explanatory, but it is to finish all the work you're given as soon as they're given. I can't stress how important it is to finish your work as soon as possible because I am someone who procrastinates a lot. And just because I put off projects for a few days, I suffered a lot because time pressure is just not fun. So for much as possible, when you're given an assignment or if you're given a project, try to work on it as soon as possible. I know it's very tempting to just put it off a few days, especially if you're given a week or a month for a deadline, but as much as possible, try to start rolling the ball. At any moment of time, if you just put it off, it's just time wasted because whatever you're doing to avoid your task, you aren't fully enjoying what you're doing since you have a looming deadline over you. If you do most of your tasks already at the moment they're given to you, then the things you do to enjoy won't be things that you do to avoid the task, but rather things that you can actually enjoy without any pressure. Your hobbies, your relaxation time is not an avoidance, but an enjoyment. And if you just simply do your work first, that will be the case. Now obviously this is more easier said than done. That's why there are different techniques that you can use if you want to get your work straight on. There is the fuck it, just do it rule, which simply means that you're just going to do it without any questions because you know deep down in your mind that you have to do it eventually, so why not just tackle it now? Now if you want to ease into your work, then there is the snowball method where you can start with a small amount of time working on it, take a small break, then resume with a longer work time frame. Trust me, just following this principle strictly will really lighten your load a lot, simply because you're able to enjoy your free time guilt-free if you just simply do your work first. If you end up procrastinating over the things that you have to do just to avoid them, like playing games or whatever, then they just end up not being as enjoyable because you have the pressure of that work over you. So just do your work right now. And finally, the last cheat code is to not follow cheat codes religiously. Yes, I'm serious and I'm saying this lastly because the thing about productivity and productivity videos at this point in time is that honestly there are millions of them, especially online on YouTube, and if you just try to end up following most of them, then you might just end up spending most of your time watching productivity videos without actually doing the things that have to be done. So you could literally just throw away all of my advice and just freaking do it. Yes, I know, Nike. Just do the things you have to do. Stop watching videos about how you can efficiently do it, how you can effectively manage your time, or how you can do this and that when the work you know is there for you. Ask yourself honestly, are you watching this video to avoid the work that you're doing just to make yourself feel better? Think about that for a second. There's one quote that I really like, especially from the channel Modern Wisdom, which is this.
There's a quote that I've fallen in love with. The magic you are looking for is in the work you're avoiding.
The magic is in the work that you're avoiding. So, the final cheat code is to simply shut up and do it. So, what are you waiting for? Get off this video and do what you have to do. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to drink your water, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!